Howdy folks, a couple of years ago I ran across a rifle that by the looks of it, it was a Tennessee mountain rifle by Dixie Gunworks. But on a closer inspection, the barrel on it had no markings at all, and it was 36 caliber, which is something Dixie Gunworks did not make. They made them in 32 and 50, so I don't know if somebody bought it and didn't like 32 and converted it, but anyway, it was a cap lock. And I decided I'd convert the flintlock, so I ordered all the parts that I needed to do that, and got this RPL lock to replace it with. And I never did do anything to it as far as the finish. I fitted it up and just kind of set it back on the back burner. But I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little browning on it to make it closer to match the barrel that's on it. Now, normally if you were going to inlet a lock mortise, you would take all the innards out of this thing, where you could lay that down, and also take all this out here off. And you would lay it down and draw around it, and of course carve out your lock mortise. So I'm not going to be doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the frizzen spring and the frizzen off of it, and I'm going to apply my finish to it, and let it work until I get it looking like I want to. And what I'm going to use is a product made by Laurel Mountain Forge. It's called Barrel Brown and Degreaser. You don't have to degrease it, does it all in one step. Never tried it before. I've kind of done a little pre-work on a piece of steel here, and it's looking like it's going to do a pretty good job. Now, depending on how you want to make the finish, you do the coats in 3-hour intervals, or you do it in 12-hour intervals. A 12 hour is going to give you a more rough, antique finish, and you can even leave it on there long enough and go through the right steps and actually blue the thing. But I want it to be brown. So that's something I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days, and hopefully when I'm finished I'll come back and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, we've applied the Laurel Mountain Forge browning and degreasing solution in 3-hour intervals. And in between, we've scaled the rust back on it, because it's basically what you're doing is a controlled rust process. And after 3 coats, it looked pretty good to me, so I mixed up a solution of baking soda and warm water per the instructions, and give it a good bath, and reassemble the frizzen spring and the frizzen back on it. So it looks pretty good. I've got it oiled down. Probably going to put it back in the gun here in a minute. So all in all, as you can see, it turned out pretty good. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Keep your powder dry. Mind your top knot, Pilgrim.